you know, I know a lot of guys, excuse me, I know a lot of guys ain't gonna really, keep it real, but um, speaking for me, uh, I wasn't always comfortable, with realizing and admitting, you know, who I really, who I was at a point in my life, you know what I'm saying? But, an insecure man, when you insecure, you got insecurities due to your circumstances or, financial situation, whatever, you know, it can, it can allow you to make bad decisions, or put yourself in situations that a man with confidence and discipline and things like that, situations a man like that won't make, a fully developed man, mentally. Uh, and for me, where I was at, at 20, um, I was insecure for a lot of different reasons. And, um, you know, I like when I first met, my kid's mom or whatever, I was I was insecure, but you know, I was also like, um, I was lustful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just stopped being lustful like recently, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Just as a man, just keeping it real. Like, that lust shit, man. That shit'll get you fucked up, get you jammed up. You know what I mean? Hey, you with somebody that you probably wasn't even supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm speaking from that perspective of like, making short-term mistakes or short-term decisions that can last a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have kids and 16 years in a relationship, but I was I was operating, you know, out of lust, and I was operating, out of insecurities. And that, that had me in a situation where, I felt like I should be lucky to have got with a certain kind of female, you know what I'm saying, right? And looking back on it, I'm like, it was just me being insecure because um I overlooked, or I tried to overlook the fact that she had a kid from a prior relationship. And I tried to overlook that shit so much, bro. Like, I was like, this somebody, I'm kind of probably lucky to have something like this. And I ain't gonna let nothing, you know what I'm saying, like, sway me. But I tried to overlook that she had a kid from a previous relationship. And this is why it's important to have morals and principles and be sure of yourself before you deal with any woman. You know what I mean? Because if you got morals and principles, it's just certain shit, no matter what, you ain't going for. You could have $0, bro. You could be a nigga that's living on a cardboard box, you know what I'm saying, under a fucking bus terminal, you know what I'm saying? But if that's temporary. But if you got morals and principles, it's certain women that you're not going to, or certain things that women may have or bagging. But yeah, so if you a man of morals and principles, and you secure, a certain baggage that you're not going to even accept, no matter what your financial situation is or any of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that's so important. But me, I ain't had no morals and principles. You know what I mean? I wasn't showed a lot. You know what I mean? Not making excuses, but I just ain't have a bunch of morals and principles. And then on top of being insecure, at that time, I accepted a certain kind of woman into my life. I accepted, or I felt like that was all I could get, like that was the best I could get. So Yeah, you know, a woman having a kid from a prior relationship, if I had it together mentally, if I was more stable and everything like that, I wouldn't even have dealt with that. You know what I'm saying? On top of being lustful, you know, but yeah, man, that shit, uh, that shit had forced me to allow myself to fall in love with this person. And 16 years later, 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? But I just be looking back on it sometimes like, man, you know, that lust a motherfucker, you know, that insecurity a motherfucker. Even the noise that we hear from the neighborhood and our communities and the niggas that we admire or the shit we see on TV, that shit'll fuck with you when you in an insecure state because it'll have you feeling like you ain't enough, or it'll have you feeling like you gotta settle. You know, we see a lot of women do that too, you know what I mean? They feel like their value is low, you know, because of our culture and our communities, you know what I mean, and what they force us to believe, like we ain't shit if we ain't got this and that, or if we don't look a certain way, or we don't got a certain kind of bank account. And it'll have you allowing certain people around you or accepting certain people into your life that no matter what your finances is, no matter what none of that shit look like or what that say, you still should have enough surety in yourself to not allow people to be around you, or to not accept certain people into your life, because it could cost you. You know what I mean? And you know, that's what I did. You know what I mean? I don't regret the 16 years that I've been with this person. It's been ups and downs. I don't regret my 3 kids, but I just regret not being ready. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally and sure of who I was, and even knowing who I was. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that was hard for me, man. And that had people looking at me a certain way. Like my mom and them used to be like, yeah, you know, she got a son. Like, you know, you got to show him some attention. You got to do this and do that. And like, I don't got kids my motherfucking self. And then even when I did decide to have a kid with her, I still just didn't know how to take on the responsibility of being a stepdad, or you know what I'm saying. But had I would have had enough respect for myself, or just morals and principles, I wouldn't even have went that way. I wouldn't even have dealt with that. I wouldn't even have took that on because of some pussy, or because of a fat ass, or because, you know, I was insecure at that time and I just wanted to feel some love, or I wanted to feel like, damn, I got me a nice little piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have done none of that. I wouldn't even have, you know what I'm saying? But I just was thinking, this was on my heart, like, damn, bro, lust will fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Being insecure will fuck you. You know, it had you with a person that you probably shouldn't even have been with. You know what I mean? For good or bad reasons. But it's important to just know who you is. That's why I be on this joint talking, like, especially when I talk about semen retention. Like, niggas don't realize, bro, that shit can save your life. That shit is a game changer. Think about how many, you know, men out here with women that they don't want to be with, or that they never wanted to be with, you know what I'm saying? Or they got kids with a person that they probably shouldn't have kids with, or wouldn't have had kids with, but they was lusting. You know what I'm saying? Men go through insecurity issues too. We just be on that macho shit, but niggas be insecure, bro. Niggas be trying to get with women that they think like that's out of their league, or you know what I'm saying? Even that, like, get you a woman that you know that's fucking with you for you. You know what I'm saying? Not what you can provide, or, you know, you don't even want that woman anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, she in it for something. You know what I mean? You want somebody that's just equally, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all balance each other out. It ain't about no money. You know what I'm saying? It's just pure, yo, I fuck with this nigga because of this and that. You know what I mean? Ain't no money involved. Ain't no, can you buy me this? Can you take me here? Can you do this for me? You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of guys is trying to keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's, bro, that shit killing you. That shit gonna kill you in the end. Like I said, I don't have nothing, you know, I had good times and bad times in my relationship, but I know as time go on and I'm on this journey of like self-discovery and everything like that, I'm starting to realize like, damn, it's a bigger possibility that I wasn't even supposed to be with this person. You know what I'm saying? But where I was at in my life, I felt like I was lucky to have this person, or I needed this person, or, you know, in the beginning stage, it's just lusting. And, you know, damn, she got fat ass, and damn, she nice. Like, I'm gonna keep her, like, you know what I mean? Just, bro, when you operating like that, bro, you gonna make real bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even with that, I kind of regret it, honestly, like, in the sense of, like, the whole accepting a woman having a child. Like, I used to tell myself, like, bro, I ain't fucking with no girl with no kids. Like, I don't even got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept my slate clean, you know, intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to meet somebody that I could have my child with, and it ain't no baby mom, baby dad drama and nothing like that. And then I ended up going for that, accepting that, because I felt like that was all I could get. You know what I'm saying? Or that was just like, you know, I had to settle for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had shit going on, or I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you could pay for that shit, bro, in the long run. And that's what I'm going through now. It's like, bro, even in all of that, I try to make this person somebody that I wanted them to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't allow this person to be who they is, or who, you know, who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? I try to block all that shit out. Like, even down to her knowing niggas before me, and still having a baby dad, and still having to keep in contact with that nigga sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit, bro, I tried to, like, block all that shit out because I wanted that shit to be what I wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? And because I wasn't secure in certain areas, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like, yo, like, I'm going to hold this one tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tucking this, like, you know what I mean? And, you know, that could fuck you up too, because a person gonna be who they gonna be. A person gonna be who they really are, regardless. Like, ain't nothing you could do about that. You can't save them. You can't change them. You know what I mean? You can't ignore. I mean, you can ignore the signs, or you can ignore who they are, or what they got going on, or what their situation is. You can ignore it because you can be lusting, or you can, again, you can be insecure. You know what I'm saying? But lust is a motherfucker. Insecurity for a man is a motherfucker, because you're gonna make decisions that you usually wouldn't make if you were secure, bro. I'm telling you. That semen retention shit, you know what I mean? It might seem simple, like, oh, it's just semen retention. What, you don't watch porn and you don't release? Bro, it's a lot more. You know what I mean? It's a lot more in it than that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to change your way of thinking. Fuck all of that other shit. That's cool, that's extra, but it's gonna have your mind different. You're gonna think different, and that's the most important, bro. When you sharp, and when you can make real, you know, like conscious decisions, and you can have discipline, and you ain't sweating nothing, and you ain't tweaking about no pussy, no ass, no appearance, no this, no that, bro. You're gonna be a high-powered man, you know what I mean? You're gonna make high-powered decisions, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna fall a victim to accepting somebody because you feel like you got to, or all of that other shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit gonna change your life. It's gonna start at the top, you know, it's gonna start at the bottom, but it's gonna get up here, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have your mind, you know, working different, thinking different, you know what I'm saying? Semen retention can save a generation, bro. Niggas don't even dig, and then it sucks because it's like, most of the time with shit like this, by the time niggas even pay attention to it, it's too late. But this shit can change the way niggas is thinking, and these young niggas, and before they get out here, and, you know, they already falling a victim to, you know, what they see on TV and Instagram and Twitter and all of that shit, you know what I mean? They already following that. So I can't imagine how these young niggas thinking when they not up to par, or they not looking like it, or, you know what I'm saying? So that's where that insecurity gonna come in at. You gonna be with a chick that you ain't supposed to be with. You gonna make certain decisions that you're not supposed to make. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be lustful. You know what I mean? It'll help. It'll change niggas' lives for real. I wish I knew about this shit at 19, 20, bro. I probably wouldn't even have met this person, or I wouldn't even have took that serious at all. You know what I mean? And like I said, it ain't no resentment or nothing like that, but it's like, that's 16 years of my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's like, I don't know. Shit just was on my heart. I woke up this morning, I'm like, damn, I gotta talk about this shit, bro. Like, just where lust got me at in life, you know, on top of the insecurities and things like that. It's like, it's crazy when you think about it. You know what I mean? And it could have got a lot worse. I could have met a bitch that was, you know, that turned into somebody completely different and was drama and this and that, and I wouldn't have had nobody to blame but myself. Thinking with my dick, insecurities, all types of shit, you know what I mean? And now I'm getting taken to court for child support, and you know what I mean? Like, you know, mine's had some cushion on it. A lot of these niggas, they get out here and they be doing that, or they be falling in those type of situations, and it be brutal. It be crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it'll fuck niggas' lives up to the point where they fall into depression and all types of shit, you know what I mean? Don't see their kids, and they paying to see their kid. Like, it could get nastier. So, you know, I don't know, but definitely, bro, gotta be on point out this joint, bro.